So have you ever felt you're not fitting in? You're an outsider, and like even when you were a little child? It's November the 12th, I think, and look at it. It's probably about 20 something degrees in the sun anyway, not in the shade, but so yeah, isn't it beautiful? I'm just on a walk trying to find some supplies for my Christmas wreath making, which feels very strange because it's such a beautiful day and the temperature is not really Christmassy feeling, but in a month and I don't know, 10 days or something, it's going to be Christmas. So strange. So yeah, join me on this walk and we'll talk about some more serious things, I guess, even though it's beautiful. So have you ever felt you're not fitting in? You're an outsider, and like even when you were a little child? And I think that stems from being like trying to please everybody else, like being a people pleaser. Try to morph yourself into somebody else to please the other people, because you can't be yourself, because you think if you're yourself they won't accept you, because in these moments you are yourself, people are rejecting you and they are leaving, and that hurts because you try to please, because it people pleaser, maybe your parents, maybe the school, maybe just your environment, social environment you grew up in, kind of conditioned you to think, well, if I'm myself, then people won't love me, or they won't like me, or I won't be accepted. And you always think it as a negative thing, so you are in this always weird floating state that you don't ever belong. You don't feel grounded because you can't be yourself. As a child, of course, you don't know. You think this is what you're supposed to do. Your parents tell you what to do, and the school, the teachers tell you how to learn and what to learn, and if you're not fitting in this box of curriculum or looks or just whatever is in fashion at the moment, or whatever people are drawn to at the moment, and you don't fit into that, you get rejected, and that's another normal state. Because as humans, we want to belong. We're social creatures. We want to be part of something. I don't think we can survive on our own, even though there's a lot of these YouTube videos on here about middle-aged women that tell us, we don't need anybody. I don't want to ever get married. I want to get ever into a long-term relationship, as I had it with these men, and blah blah blah. And yes, obviously there's I have a video on here about dating, and I think I'm going to make another one because it kind of ties into this. So yeah, let's not pair bond anymore, because it's just a big misery, and it's but I don't think it's the right way to think about it. I think the problem is so if we get rejected, we start not loving ourselves, because the person that you are inside is not lovable, because when you show that side, people reject you. So then this whole self-hate starts, and you don't accept yourself. So what we need to do, or what we should do, I guess, in my opinion, and there is some literature, and there's lots of life coaches and I don't know. I'm gonna put a bunch of names and websites and lists down below so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But you have to start spending time with yourself, ground yourself, go like me, go into nature, sit down and just take it all in and just go down to the essence of yourself. Think about who you are, and then go out into the world and live the way you are. And if people reject you, that's okay. That just means these are not the people. That's probably going to happen. Lots of friendships that you built, relationships will fall away because they don't understand who you are. They don't accept you. Quick side note here. Please consider subscribing. I like to build a community here of like-minded, middle-aged individuals. Could be men or women, probably more women, but men are welcome, of course. And subscribe and ring that bell, and sometimes please comment. I don't get enough comments, so comment and tell me what kind of content you like to watch, or maybe you don't like this. Like I'm trying to incorporate some different aspects of middle life. Yes, there will be still some from Portugal, of course, because I live here and I'm going to travel around a little bit once in a while. So you will see some other sights and scenes, of course. But I also like to talk about personal struggles, which this one is part of. So yeah, subscribe, please. And it's okay, because you will in turn attract the people that are accepting you, that understand you, and they don't have to fully understand, just accept you. And they don't want you to change. They like you and they love you the way you are. I have been told I'm too clingy and I'm too anxious when I'm in a relationship, for example, especially lately. And funny enough, I wasn't like that when I was in a long-term relationship with my husband, but now I am, because I got rejected quite a bit or not accepted for what I want. Yes, I put out there what I want and they ignore it, and I ignore the fact that they can't give me what I want, and eventually it fizzles away. But that's okay. Again, eventually you will attract the people. It doesn't just have to be a relationship. It could be friends, acquaintances, community that will accept you, and you can be yourself and be loved. But it all starts with you. You need to start loving yourself and live your life the authentic way that you want to live. It could be family members too that don't accept you, don't understand who you are too. So yeah, but it takes time, and it's a process, and it's life, I guess. And most of the time you don't get to this till you're older. Some people are lucky nowadays because there's more information out there and more reading and more videos, and there's more awareness. I think there's a shift that people can be themselves more. So yeah, I think maybe now younger people get to that point too. But, so that's my 20 cents of wisdom for today. So if you feel that way, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to go within, really authentically love yourself. And there's a lot of practices to do. Like every time you feel you don't accept yourself, something like, start with your body. If you don't, do certain parts of your body you don't like, you stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself and say, I love you. Do that over and over. Every time there's some negative thought about yourself, you do that. And with time, you will accept yourself and love yourself the way you are. But it's not easy and doesn't always work out. There's up and downs, and you're going to be emotional about it, and You gotta go through this sort of grieving process that you leaving behind the person that you pretended to be and becoming the person you should be and you want to be and you need to be in life. Yeah, those are, again, my 20 cents for today.